sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. On the Tennessee sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His squad hanging tough, 4-3 through 7 games. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from a rainy Charlotte. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
In motion, it's Robinson. Our first carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 10 yards on the ground, and that's a quick first down to open it up.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 9. Out of the gun, Ward. Open man, that is Carnell Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. First down for Tennessee.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. On the handoff, it's Stevenson.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
It's third down. They need 6 for the first down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Throwing on third down, Ward. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Ward. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Again, it is Brooks. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hold it ready. Here we go. Cut. Gotta be lying. Hey, check that. Street.
He'll drop to throw. A throw there, caught by Leggett. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Titans offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Ward going to keep it here on the zone read. And he's finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets to the Panthers' 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Titans, first down.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Well, after a bit of a reprieve, the rain has returned. Now, first down throw for Ward. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Ward. This short one taken in by Helm, and he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A gain of 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Stevenson will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across, but the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Xavier Liga. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, reload.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Cougar 19.
A quick throw. That's we get on the RPO. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Xavier Legette. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Come on, come on. Hey, let's go, lady. Lion.
Back to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And his receivers blanketed. He'll just throw this one away, and it brings up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That is incomplete. To throw on 4th and short, it does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Off play action, it's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. It's 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2nd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Ward now on 2nd down. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now they'll set up to throw. The catch made by McMillan.
The second down pass.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. On 1st down, it's Ward. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. That's taken in. It's Nick Singleton.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stopped him well short of the 1st down mark. Titans going to send out the veteran Tommy Townsend to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Try to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signal for them, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pressure's too much, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half,
And 20 at the 49-yard line.
Okay, ready?
That'll bring up 2nd and long.
Here we go. Back, go.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. We get on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That must have been a heck of a halftime speech, huh? Big play there to begin the third.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's caught right side. It's the tight end, Evans.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
For a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Charger.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Ball
2nd
on
and
the
4.
40 now.
At the
Here's
Titans'
2nd and
40-yard
4.
line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Panther first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 6 and go.
Here's Pacheco. He's to the 10. And he will score! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. Panthers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Titans 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And I believe he was somehow able to get it back. He was. And after just giving up a touchdown, they are lucky they didn't turn this into another one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And this is going to be a Titans first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Inside the 30.
We're seeing a lot of this around the league, Mike. Continue to adjust to controlling for explosive plays. They're playing with a lot of depth. They're saying, we're not going to let you throw the ball over our head. So that's why these guys are such weapons. It can be short throw, long run. And just because you don't try to throw it a million yards doesn't mean you can't have explosive plays in the passing game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Woo! Past midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Titan Triot's offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Titan first down. Put a man in motion to the right. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Will Johnson up for the stop. From the 43, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Ward. Taking a shot downfield. That's caught.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on field, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Titans 21, Panthers 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first.
Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play.
29-yard line.
The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60-60.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. A run, and it's Brooks as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Cannot connect with Teteroa McMillan, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Grab ball 80. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Titans will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Ward. The rush gets there. He is down inside the box.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The Titans sending out their punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
On the jump. Here we go. Move it, 19. Back to 60. Back to 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland.
Complete to Colston Loveland.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 47-yard line. Brings up third down.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and 2.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
Young to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
By Oluwafemi Olade. A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 41-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up now for second down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll drop to throw. He's across midfield. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of the guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Back to throw. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And the Panthers are going to first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Panthers first down. First and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is no good. He missed it. That could have significant consequences. They're unable to stretch the lead out to a field goal. They're up only 2. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That is holding left side by Tate. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Here's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.